All right, all you boys and girls out there. Let me ask you a question. Who likes to read? Who likes reading? Who here is a fan of reading, of literature, and all things that go Doki Doki? I am. Turn this music down. Boy, howdy, it's loud. Your mom likes it. Hey. Leave my mom out of this. Mom has nothing to do with this. Oh, I messed with chat, by the way. Does it look better? Does it look nicer? I hope so. Literally, when I say I messed with chat, what I really mean is I just set everything back to default. And I like it a lot better. By the way, I brought this over from the YouTube stream we did that one time. Looks like a chat. Sweet, that's what I was going for. Anyway, I brought the background over. It's this way. I brought the background over from Doki Doki, the YouTube stream. Oh, sick, we're dropping frames already. Yes! Why is it always Blue Skies? This did not happen in Bloodborne at all last week. Only Blue Skies. Whoa! It's just, dude, my computer's too hype. My computer's too hype for Blue Skies. You can't take it. Can't take it. Nice, dude. Thank you. All right, but yeah, we have Blue Skies backgrounds, and also I made some changes to the stream layout just a little bit. Really just to carry over from all the stuff I did yesterday for the right before the Bloodborne stream. But anyways, it's enough of that. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit more so I can hear myself think. Having Blue Skies is too powerful. It is. It is. It's such a good game. But anyway, let's now take a moment and go over some of the things that happened last time, because it's been a while. It's been a while. I don't quite remember everything either. We'll keep it to the important stuff. Let's go over information from like 2 streams ago. How about that? I'll just pull up YouTube Studio over here on my other monitor. Well, over here is fine. I'll use this to pull up information. So, starting at stream number 8, episode 8, you could call it. Here's your story recap, y'all. So it was the morning after Yuri and Yuri did the dirty. Well, the morning after. So we did the dirty. We did a big study group. Our big study group that we had been planning happened. And Sayori asked if we wanted to hang out the day after, and we said yes, which meant we had to turn down Yuri when she asked us to hang out after the fact. We hung out with Sayori, and we apologized for being so distant lately. Make the wager how many times is actually going to drop frames. I will make a prediction based on what you pick. Based on the consensus. Yep, so we apologized to Sayori for not being a very good friend. She was like, dude, it's fine. You're going to spend time with your girlfriend. It's just the way life is. We're good. You don't have to worry about it. And we spent the rest of the day just kind of reminiscing. Also, a lot of gambling happened during this stream, which was funny. And then after that, we ended on a cliffhanger for that stream. Less than 22,000. I think 22,000 is not good enough. 22,000 is too big of a number. Think smaller. We ended on a cliffhanger as we came home and Mom was home and meeting Yuri for the first time. Stream after that, Mom met Yuri. It went well. We had White Day. 15,000, still too high. I think like 10,000. 10,000 is a good number. Because I like to make if we're gonna do this, Link, I like to make predictions throughout the stream. All right. Anyway, we had White Day. Yuri came over for White Day. We made dinner, and then it became Black Day, as chat dubbed it, very quickly because Yuri. We and Yuri got into an argument. We all got into an argument with Yuri. It was pretty ugly, but because this is a stream right before Bloodborne, I decided not to end it where I should have ended it. I didn't want to leave it on a cliffhanger. So the argument happens. Yuri ends up cutting herself again by scratching her arm with her nails really hard because we didn't give her the chance to get to the bathroom. So that was neat. This game is dark. This game is very dark. It's just very psychological torture almost. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard, man. Yep, so we got into an argument. That didn't go well. Next day, we talked to our mom about it, and she encouraged us to call Yuri. So we called Yuri, and we were like, all right, is everything good? Yeah, everything's fine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, too. Let's talk about this tomorrow at school during lunch. And so we went to... I pushed onward for like a 2.5-hour stream where we talked everything over with Yuri. We've talked everything out. It's fine now. From what I remember of the conversation, which really the only thing I do remember from the conversation is the joke we made where we compared Yuri to Sans. Because leading into it, it felt like a boss room we were talking about because the music stopped. But anyway, yeah, that was funny. That's a highlight if you want to go find that, by the way. All right. So yeah, we talked everything over. Yuri explained some things to us about why she self-harms and all that jazz that I don't completely remember off the top of my head. If you want to see it, it's very... Like, you can go find it in the VOD. Everything's time-coded. It's very easy to pick everything out. But yeah, that's where we left off. So we just got done talking to Yuri. The day before, everything's good. And now, it's time to boot up the game and see what happens next. The game is afoot. This is coming from the same guy who says that, oh, my forgetfulness is absolutely overpowered. That's not supposed to look like that. Hold on a second. There we go. I know the window doesn't blend very well with the two different backgrounds, but it'll be fine in a minute. The window for me is a lot bigger than it normally is supposed to be. Hang on, let me fix that real fast. I'm sorry if this screws up settings. Is it fine? We're fine. Okay. I want the window to be its normal size. Okay. We left off... Where did we leave off? I think I saved this for... Let me delete that. I saved that for a thumbnail thing. Alright, this is where we left off. I should have spent more time warming up my voice before this. Here we go. It's so nice to not have to worry about academics. If my accent sounds a little bit different, by the way, it's because I've been working on it, trying to make it sound more believable. Gives me all the more time to worry about my relationships instead. And speaking of relationships, I'm hanging with Yuri today. Well, not just her. It's the day of our club trip. I call it a club trip, but really we're just going to be walking around town. Strange to think that we haven't really all gone somewhere together as a group before. It's always just one or two people from the club, not everyone at once. We're meeting up at soon. That's not right. Let me turn this down some. Right there's fine. Yeah, turn my headset down some too. We're meeting up soon at a big intersection in the shopping district downtown, so I guess I should get ready then. As I change out of my pajamas, I muse over my relationship with Yuri. We definitely have more deep conversations about darker topics nowadays, but it's nice to be able to talk about those things. After our initial conversation that day, Yuri did seem to regress a bit in terms of her openness. She probably thoroughly rehearsed a lot of what she said that day. But it's not like zero progress was made. Yuri actually does tell me when things bother her more often. Well, she's usually really apologetic, but it's... Well, she's usually really apologetic about it, but still. The fact that she even tells me these things is a good progress. It's been a bit less than a week since our big conversation, though, so there likely just hasn't been enough time for things to full settle down yet. Anyway, it's not like she's going to be talking about this stuff much today, given how we'll be hanging out with the entire club. It should be a nice change of pace, though, goofing off with everyone and laughing together. Suffice to say, I'm looking forward to our meeting today. It's way too hot today. The sun beats down mercilessly on me as I plod down the street. I'm sweating like crazy just from walking downtown, despite only wearing a t-shirt and shorts. I said t-shirt's weird. I hope the girls won't be able to tell how gross I am. Well, even if I was super sweaty, I doubt anyone besides Notsuka would really mention it. They're all way too nice to me, although now that I think about it, Monica actually might like to tease me. It's not soon enough when I finally catch sight of the others. Looks like I'm the last, as usual. I have to remember my new key bindings for voice mod. Have this open in the background just in case.
There we go. CEFG, there you are.
Guy's gonna be annoying to deal with. Took you long enough. Hey, lay off me for a bit. It's too hot to walk quickly. Jeez, you should have left earlier then.
Yeah, I live next to you and I got here pretty early.
Sayori, aren't you supposed to be on my side? Truly a horrific betrayal. It really is.
Alright guys, stop being such drama queens. Where do you want to go first? Maybe we should have planned this out a bit more.
But where's the fun in that? We've got to be spontaneous.
Yeah, Sayori's got the right idea there. We could try walking around a bit to see if there's anywhere we want to go. Sounds good to me.
Okay everyone, let's do that then. Someday I'll learn to deliver lines in a way that makes sense.
We mill around for a bit, window shopping and chatting about nothing. Eventually, we find ourselves standing around eating ice creams. I find myself practically inhaling mine as the ice cream drips down the cone. Like the Porter Spoon 3000. I kind of regret ever bringing up that cursed playthrough. Shoutouts to the Luigi's Mansion playthrough. If you were there, you knew what happened. You know what happened. Oh, that playthrough was cursed. Frame drops were so bad. I found myself practically... I read that already.
It's so refreshing to eat a popsicle on a hot day. This reminds me of how I spent summers as a kid. CEFG and I used to always play at this one park with an ice cream vendor.
Oh man, I remember what park you're talking about. It sounds like idyllic times. Perks of having childhood friends, I guess.
I haven't kept up with any of my own childhood friends either. So all those memories are relegated to the past for me.
Don't you guys have nostalgic childhood places you like to visit? My parents used to bring me to a house in the countryside during the summers. Man, is your family rich or something? All I ever got were trips to the pool. I never really liked the pool anyway. You know how nasty public pools can get?
I don't particularly have anywhere nostalgic in the city either. My parents aren't really ones for randomly going out to the park or whatever.
If that's the case, then why don't CEFG and I show you our parks so that we can make new memories for you here to look back on in the future?
Well, we're half fun fuck. Yes, sir. Well, we're not doing anything right now, so I'm up for it if the rest of you are.
This is pain, switching back and forth between the voices like this. Yeah, I'd be down to go. It would be nice to catch a glimpse of CEFG and Sayori's fabled chat about friendship. If you guys want to go, I'm fine with it too.
Well, that's that then. Lead by Sayori.
Let's go, CEFG!
I'm right behind you. I can't read lines. I suck at voice acting. It's like right behind you. That would have been much better. I can't read lines blind. I need to like read it over in my head first, and then I need to practice it a few times. It feels like I'm going back in time as I step into the park. I haven't been back in a while, and it looks much smaller than what I remembered. Here was the spots of countless adventures between Sayori and I. In my mind's eye, I can see two small children running around. One coral-haired and one brown-haired. It's kind of strange to seeing both Sayori and Yuri here at once with me, like the past and future are colliding. So, this is it, huh? I think I've been here before, actually. Like, once, with my mom. Maybe we've seen each other as kids before and we just don't remember it.
I wouldn't doubt it. Fate can be a fickle creature.
I feel like Monica and Yuri become more and more the same person as the day goes on.
I'd call that more of a coincidence than fate.
Well, I think that I remember seeing a pink-haired girl here. Not many people have hair that distinctive.
Sarah, your memory isn't even that good. You forget half the things I tell you.
Hey, I remember the important stuff at least. Who were you? It's nice being here, though.
Hello, Carlix. Sayori trots over to the swing set and plops down on the swing. The rest of us follow her. I end up leaning on a metal bar with Yuri, while Monica sits on top of the bar.
Come on, Natsuki, swing with me!
I haven't gone in the swings for so long. What I miss? Not much. We recapped the past 2 streams since it's been a week at the start of the stream, which, you know, we do every day. And then what you missed so far is just that we got together for a club meeting, and then MC told us that ever since our talk with Yuri, she hasn't been as open with us, but we think things are okay. Even though I have 2 free hands, I'm gonna show you how strong I am. Lifts 1 cookie. Yes, very strong. Very strong. Good. That's good. Natsuki obliges and gets on the swings beside Sayori. Soon, she's swinging back and forth at full force, her hair streaming through the air.
You're like a little kid again, Natsuki. You're so cute.
After that, Natsuki abruptly stops swinging with a scowl on her face. Good job, Sayori. You fucking ruined it. I'm not cute! I exchange dry smiles with Yuri as Monica rolls her eyes.
Okay. Sorry for calling you a kid. I mean, I call myself one too, so I'm not trying to imply anything. But disregarding that, I wish I were as cute as you.
Sorry, but I have to say it. Natsuki, why do you always pretend that you're not cute? Coming right out with it. Just like, all right, spit it out. Tell us your secrets. Take her up to the top of just the tallest building we can find. Pull up Batman. Just dangle over it by an ankle. Just like, why do you deny being cute? Why? Where's Rachel? It's like, put me down, man. I don't know. I'm Batman. I say the same thing, Natsuki, so we're in the same boat. I'm not cute. I'm adorable. You've got to realize that you come off as really cutesy, right? You're seriously not fooling anyone. I'm not trying to fool anyone. Who do you think I am? She kicks at the ground in frustration, jostling herself from the swings.
Well, it sure seems an awful lot like you are sometimes. Cinderella can get a bit tiring, you know?
Oh, I like that Yuri's coming to raid. Hey, I'm sure Natsuki has her reasons. What the game just crashed. I think you're Batman Natsuki. Batman Natsuki just crashed the game so we wouldn't learn her secrets. Oh, okay. Bringing it back. The window's the wrong size again, so... Oh! Just gonna try that one again. You just destroyed the fabric of reality. Oh my god. She's like, whoa! It's like, ah! Oh, Skip's not there. All right. We have to mash our way through, guys. Sorry, everyone. It must have crashed really hard because it did not remember any of our progress. Original DDLC all over again. What if it was, though? Alright, on her face, not cute. Screening that, cute as hell. Sorry to say my, not trying to fool anyone. You think I am? Listen to the fuck you are. I think we were right about here. Let's save just in case. 20 minutes of skip later. Skip. Hey, I'm sure that's the case of reasons. Everyone has their own problems in life. Not that I'm implying that you have any particular problems, Natsuki. Oh, you guys are gonna drive me insane. You guys wanna know why I'm cute? It's because I am feminine. Can't you tell how feminine I am by the sound of my voice? It's the most cutesy voice, most feminine voice that anyone could possibly have. I like cute and pretty things. My favorite genre of manga is romance. I like romance animes. I'm right there with you, Natsuki. Is that so freaking weird? I didn't say there was anything wrong with you being cute. We're just questioning why you protested so much. My mind suddenly flashes back to that one day long ago when Natsuki and I hung out together and talked about this over boba. Is it because you want to look strong? Cool? Looks like she's surprised that I remembered what she said. I feel like she might be regretting opening up that one now. Well, what's wrong with that, huh? Doesn't everyone want to be cool and strong? I can't think of any situation where being cute and weak is better than cool and strong.
But you can be cute and strong, can't you?
Not if you're a tiny girl like me. I like being cute, but I need to be strong.
Need?
Yeah, need. You guys probably don't know this, but it's just my dad and me at home. My mom's not in a place to help us right now. The fire in her voice dies down at the mention of her mom, but picks right back up again as soon as she continues her rant. Things are rough, so I have to be strong for the sake of my family. I can't be some silly little girl anymore who doesn't have a care in the world. Natsuki weak arms. I shouldn't be wasting time and money buying manga. My dad hasn't been doing so well ever since my mom died. I shouldn't even be here hanging out with you guys. Our shop needs all the help I can get. Natsuki sighs here, fiddling with the swing's chain. I'm just selfish. I can't help wanting to be a normal high schooler. Life's so unfair. Sayori reaches out to gently touch Natsuki's arm.
It's okay, Natsuki. I get it.
You do? There's a slightly dubious expression on Natsuki's face, and to be honest, I'm curious about how Sayori can relate too.
There's a reason why I act all sunshine and rainbows all the time, you know.
For moments, it seems like Sayori and Monica telepathically communicate with each other.
It's because I want everyone around me to be happy, too.
Wow, this got heavy really fast. We're only a half hour in. This is sweet. It is. Everyone talking. This is good. This is healthy.
It's because I want everyone around me to be happy too. So even if I don't feel like smiling or if I'm unhappy, I still smile for everyone else. Even if I don't want to wake up in the morning and face the world, I still smile. Plus, I don't want to burden others with my problems.
God, I'm gonna cry. Sorry, I didn't know. Why didn't you tell me this? I'm supposed to be your best friend.
That's why I couldn't tell you, CEFG. But how was I supposed to help? It's not your responsibility to help every single person you come across. Besides, I did talk to Monica about stuff, so...
Oh, thank God.
Yep, and I'm glad you came to talk to me about it, Sayori. And even more glad that you were able to talk about it to everyone else, too.
Yeah.
I suddenly feel incredibly guilty that I wasn't able to be there for Sayori. How could I have been so clueless that I couldn't even tell when Sayori wasn't happy? I'm also gonna cry. We're all gonna cry. Sayori, I've been telling you all my problems this whole time, though. In fact, I've gone on and on about loneliness and my parents' divorce, too, all of you before. I don't think that was supposed to be two, but two. And my parents divorced to all of you before. I mean, given that, wouldn't it only have been right to help you in return?
It's all right. You're just more expressive than a lot of people, CEFG.
Am I?
Yeah, you kind of are.
Sometimes you say things that are so emotional they make me cringe. Hey, what the heck? I only got emotional with you guys like once, right before the festival. Seriously? And I guess my opinion of you was coloring my memories. What kind of opinion does she have of me? It's not your fault, MC. You couldn't tell because she's always happy. On the outside. Yuri, am I emotional? I don't know if you're particularly emotional, but you are quite expressive. And that's a good thing in my opinion, though.
It's nice to not have to guess what you're feeling.
I guess you're the perfect match for Yuri in that way, CEFG. Yuri wouldn't have to worry about you ever hiding your feelings from her.
I don't know if you guys are complimenting or insulting me. Just take it however you want. Compliment or insult, I appreciate at least. Yuri smiles gently at me and puts her hand on top of mine. I expression a lot of things. I feel like you've definitely changed my life for the better. I think it's an exaggeration. Well, it feels that way to me. You were standing by me nearly every step of the way, encouraging me at all the right times and comforting me in the dark ones. Even my social anxiety, it's not completely gone, of course, but you've helped me talk to others and face that anxiety head on. Back then, I might have even turned on a group hangout like this out of anxiety. It's good to have someone force you to do the things you don't want to do. And you were the first one I was able to tell about my parents. Your parents? Like how badly I want to just make my own video game? Everyone wants to make their own video game, but making video games is very hard. Almost not even quantifiable. Your parents? Yes, although I don't know how similar our circumstances are. I think I understand your sentiments too, Natsuki, because I've lost my own loved ones. Feeling weak when there's a blatant need for strength?
If you don't mind my asking, when?
Long enough for the pain to fade into the background. Yuri looks down, twirling a strand of hair through her fingers. Are we at the end? Is this the end of the game? It can't be the end. Are we already there? We did play for like 2.5 hours last time. It's possible. If we just suddenly come across the ending right now, I'll be very surprised. Carlix, if you're here, can you get that for me? Yuri looks down, twirling a strand of hair through her fingers. Thank you, Carlix. It's so fucking wholesome, I want to die. I know, it's finally all coming out. It's like the best part. But to be honest, I don't think the pain's ever going to fully leave me. Sometimes I forget that they're gone and call out for them on impulse. And when I realize once more that they're gone, the waves of grief roll over me again. Yuri, don't worry, I get you. The two girls smile sadly at each other.
I'm sorry, Yuri.
if you ever need to talk.
Thank you. I'm grateful that you all for understanding. You shouldn't feel sorry either. It's not your fault.
I know, but I wish you hadn't had to go through that. Your parents must have been great people to raise someone like you, so I wish I could have met them too.
They were great people. Yuri sighs quietly and looks down at her hands. I don't doubt that it must have been difficult for her to reveal this to everyone. She has phantom pains like Big Boss in MGS5. Thanks, Yuri, for sharing them with us. Of course. It seems like we're all opening up to each other today. I'm certainly glad that we've all grown this close.
Me too.
If we're all sharing, I guess it's Monika's turn now, right? And as if she were thinking the same thing, Monika finally speaks up. This is like the best ending. Like, all the problems come to light. This is good. This is not happening in other playthroughs. Oh, never mind. Everyone except for Monika.
Switch. There we go. Thanks for today, guys. It's been nice getting to know everyone a bit even more. It's kind of funny how much closer we've all gotten in a single semester.
Yeah, I guess we didn't really do much last semester.
Ha! Feel free to give me all the credit for getting everyone closer.
You wish.
If I had to pinpoint the moment that we started creating a sense of camaraderie, I'd say it was when we started sharing poetry. That sounds about right to me. The festival probably helped too. It was our first group project type of thing, wasn't it? Monika's Monika Lowell. She doesn't have problems. Monika's problems, dude. She has very clear problems. They're like, she's the perfect student, and so she struggles to maintain that. She's like overstressed, overworked, never has time for herself, and she's always trying to put on a mask, kind of like Sayori does with her depression, of being this perfect person, even though it's like killing her inside. There was a point, I think it was in this playthrough actually, when we were talking with Monika about what we should do. It was actually, yeah, it was Act 1. We were talking about Monika. We were talking with Monika about what to do for Valentine's Day, and it mentions that we take a step closer to her, and it's not until we get closer to her that we finally notice for the first time the heavy dark bags under her eyes from like not sleeping. Which is why I'm so sad that Monika they weren't able to finish the Monika route. But I'm also excited because they did include bits and pieces of scenes from the route as extras. And we're gonna get to see those after the Yuri playthrough is done. Which could very well be right now, I don't know. This feels very, like this is the conclusion all of a sudden. That sounds about right to me. Festival probably helped too. It was our first group project type of thing, right?
I guess having invited each other really helped bring everyone together.
Does that mean there's actually a reason that teachers give group projects? Besides making us suffer, I mean.
CEFG, you're usually one of the slackers in group projects. Every group needs one.
Hey, how do you know I haven't changed? We haven't been in the same class for a while now, you know.
I think you've changed at least a bit in that regard.
There's some moments of light chuckling from us all.
It's been fun laughing and chatting with you all today. You guys are my first close friends. Well, besides Shiori.
I raised my eyebrows at her. That seems kind of hard to believe, considering how popular Monika is.
Okay, I mean, I do call other people friends, but they're actually more like acquaintances. Sometimes, finally talk about my problems for once, huh? Sometimes when I talk to people, it's like I dissociate from myself and just see myself talking to them. I kind of feel like an alien sometimes. Or maybe a robot. Oh, that's not, it has nothing to do with the way it sounds in the CEFG canon. Or maybe a robot. Like I'm just built to do all these things, but not to actually cultivate my own desires or emotions.
I could definitely see Monika being a robot.
Honestly, most of the times when I laugh, I don't actually feel like laughing on the inside.
Monika?
And I'm all aware that there are people who hate me too, or who think that I look down on them. Little Miss Perfect, right?
You shouldn't pay them any attention, Monica. Most of those people are likely just jealous of your accomplishments. After getting to know you, I can testify to the fact that you're warm and kind-hearted. Yeah, same here. I don't say that about everyone. She knows everything. Not in this mod. Monica smiles sadly at us.
But to be honest, it's true. Oftentimes I do find myself looking down on other people.
Huh?
It's not that I want to be pretentious princess. It's just that I'm trained to need to be perfect, I guess. I know it's impossible to actually be perfect, but like, I can't fathom not getting straight A's, for instance. I legitimately cannot imagine myself ever failing a test, or even losing my spot as a top student. My own mother called me a failure when I got a B+ in elementary school.
I'm so happy right now. I've been hoping to God that Monica gets a chance to talk about her shit. And feeling like it's never gonna come. And finally we're talking about it. I'm so excited. Screw Yuri. Monica stares into the sky, her voice monotonous.
Do you know how my parents reacted when I mentioned not taking over the family business? It's like, I've been waiting for this pain. They laughed and said they hadn't raised me to become mediocre trash. Trash. Failure. Literal human garbage. That's what I would be if I weren't perfect. No ifs or buts. It's a black and white world for me. This life isn't one that I chose for myself. Every single thing has been plotted out for me by my parents. Well, except for you guys.
Monica, to be honest, your parents sound like crazy tiger parents. Is that a reference to the tiger documentary and on Netflix? I forget what it's called. What's that documentary called? Does anyone in chat know? You know, about the people that own the tigers, and everyone's like, you shouldn't keep those tigers in captivity. You gotta let them go. It's like messed up. No, damn. It was a huge deal for a while.
I guess they are. I mean, they gave me food and a place to live, and they paid for all my lessons and stuff, so I can't complain. They just love to brag about me to their friends.
Even so, that sounds like an unhealthy relationship.
Well, I have to put in work to pay them back for raising me, right?
But it sounds like they can be really harsh, too.
Yeah, when they're mad at me, they can be pretty domineering. I guess you could say that my parents have mastered the carrot and stick routine.
Jeez. Are you sure okay, Monica?
Yeah, don't worry about it. If it gets to be too much for me, I'll say something, probably. Anyway, speaking of parents, it's actually getting kind of late, so we should probably be getting home.
No. I'm waiting for this pain. I love this pain. Tear me up inside. Bring it on. Let's go. Make me sad. The sunlight's certainly been orange tinted for a while now, with the soft breeze growing chillier by the minute. Yeah, my dad's probably gonna be pissed if I take too long to get back. Are you guys gonna be able to get home all right? Who do you think we are? 9-year-old kids? Of course we will. Hey, I just meant that it'd be night and all.
Thanks for the concern, CEFG, but I think we'll be fine. I carry a gun. I don't know why.
I don't know why, but just the visual of Monica with a gun for some reason is funny to me. It's just like, of all the things, only you could come up with that. Really? I don't know. Every time I come up with stuff like that, I feel like it's just bland and I could do better. But once again, that's just me talking down to myself.
Anyway, I have a train to catch anyways. The station's gonna be pretty crowded.
Yuri, what about you? You want me to walk you home? I wouldn't want you to go out of your way. After all, you could easily walk home with Sayori. Nah, it's fine. Jeez, if you're so worried about her, I can walk back with Yuri. Are you sure? I wouldn't want... I said I would, didn't I? It's fine.
He's just take it, Yuri. That's Setsuke's way of being clingy.
Hey, I'm not clingy!
You guys are hilarious. It's nice to hang out with a bunch of cute high school girls, isn't it, CEFG?
I give Monica the side eye as she smirks at me. Come on, Sayori, let's go before Monica says any other weird things.
Only teasing.
Yeah. We all linger for a few moments more to say our goodbyes, but soon scatter as the wind begins cutting through us. It really is getting dark pretty quickly. I guess our conversation took longer than I thought. I guess that makes sense, though. Sensitive topics usually take a while to talk through. And to be honest, I'm kind of emotionally drained from our discussion. The club really has gone far, though. I hardly expected to be having conversations this intense with the girls when I first joined. It's nice to have close friends, though, and especially nice to have a girlfriend like Yuri. Somehow, I feel like today is an indication that things will be alright from now on. God, I hope so! CEFG, what, you have a knife? I do! Oh, do you guys remember that? I never made it into a highlight, but I did make, like, an edit. I did do an edit for it. There was that moment. This isn't spoilers, for any previous playthroughs. This is just, like, a joke that was made during one. Someone came in the chat and was, like, basically writing a novel. Just writing out a fanfic as we were playing. And at some point, they said... Wait, CEFG, you have a knife. And then I happened to have my knife in my hand, so and so just without saying anything, I looked directly at the camera, and I pulled out my knife, and I flipped it open, and I just said, I do. It was very funny. I think I put it on Twitter. I put it somewhere. It's somewhere. I might even still have it on my computer somewhere. I'm too lazy to look for it, though. Well, yeah, it was very funny. It was very funny. I don't know how, like, Twitch appropriate it was, but it was funny. It's not like I cut anybody with it. Anyway, back to the story. We should probably save. Man, I can't remember the last time I slept so heavily. This is one of those rare days where rather than feeling fatigued from sleeping so much, I'm instead aware of how deeply I slept. The powers of emotional exhaustion. To be honest, it was kind of unexpected that we ended up talking so much about ourselves yesterday. Or I like to imagine if you edited it, you'd give your voice a demonic filter, though. I did not. It was more like one of the highlights I sometimes put up on Twitch. Who knew that everyone was so messed up? Wow! That's one way of putting it. My God, me! That's messed up. Hang on. To be honest, it was kind of unexpected that we ended up talking so much about ourselves yesterday. Who knew that everyone was so messed up? That's a good way of putting it, sure. Sort of disturbing, to put it that way. I probably shouldn't be joking around about this stuff, even my own thoughts. No, really. It is kind of interesting how we've all dealt with such heavy things before, though. Well, I already kind of knew about a bit about Natsuki's troubles. And I definitely knew about Yuri's. But Monika's was a pretty big surprise. I always knew she was pressured, but not to that extent. And Sayori... What had she said again? She didn't tell me because I'm her best friend? God, I can't believe that I've missed all these little hints and signs about Sayori's problems. Curse you, bricklayer! Can I even call myself her best friend at this point? An impulse to call her up and ask her to hang out suddenly rushes through me. You know what? I might as well. Ah, cute. The phone ends up ringing for a while before Sayori picks up.
Hello?
Hey, Sayori, what's up?
Sleep.
Isn't it noon already?
Is it?
Yeah, good thing I woke you up before you slept the whole day away, right? At this rate, you're going to sleep through the rest of the summer, actually.
What's wrong with catching up on beauty sleep?
I mean, I guess nothing's wrong if you're trying to be Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, did you just call it to tease me?
You wish. I actually wanted to call to ask you to hang out today. Actually, we could probably eat lunch together right now if you wanted.
What's the occasion?
Nothing, just felt like hanging out, like old times, you know?
Okay then, give me 30 minutes to get there.
Alright, I'm leaving the door unlocked for you. Mom is seriously always on top of things when she's at home. There's always enough leftovers in the fridge to satisfy my hunger, as long as I cook my own rice to go with it. But it's not like cooking rice is a difficult feat. I don't know how I can go back to eating the random trash I eat by myself. If Yuri and Mom combines their cooking powers, they'd probably be able to take over the restaurant industry. The rice shouldn't take too long to cook, and all I have to do is microwave the leftovers for the side dishes. So I guess I'm all set for lunch with Sayori now. Nothing to do but twiddle my thumbs and wait. If my accent sounds inconsistent, it's because I'm still working on it, by the way. I'm practicing. I'm working on it, making it better. You know what? I might as well check up on Yuri while I wait. Hello? CEFG? Hi. How are you? I'm alright, just wanted to check on you. Yesterday must have been pretty emotionally taxing on you, right? Like to reveal such a painful part of your past? Thank you for thinking of me. Actually, you're not the only one who wanted to talk to me about things. Oh, what do you mean? I'm actually with Natsuki right now. Huh? Wait, what? Really? Yes. That's kind of a surprise, to be honest. Really? But I've been her friend for a while now. Hold up, when did you start hanging out with Natsuki so much? On days when we weren't hanging out, you realize that I have my own life too, right? Jeez, you must be hanging out with Natsuki for starting to get snarky. Don't worry, I'm just joking. I really shouldn't be surprised given how I've been watching you change all this time. Yes, well, as it turns out, Natsuki and I have more in common than we first thought. And she can relate to me in many ways. Aw, this is healthy. This is healthy relationships, guys. So we decided to talk about these things with each other today. I hear a high-pitched, muffled voice from the other end. Yes, it's CEFG. I don't think... There's a slight scuffling sound followed by a familiar-sounding voice. CEFG, you're way too clingy. Can't you go, like, one day without calling your girlfriend? Of course, I roll my eyes. Hi, Natsuki. Sounds like you're having fun with Yuri. You bet we are. Without you. Yeah. Good thing I don't have a fear of missing out. Anyway, I just want to say hi. Here, Yuri. CEFG, I hope Natsuki didn't tease you too badly. Come on, I can take whatever she dishes out. By the way, you have a tiny penis. Okay. Woo! Two of you are quite amusing, you know? Yeah, what's that supposed to mean? Oh, nothing. Cool transition. Thank you, I just did it. I just set that up today. I started playing around transitions and I figured out how they work. Very cool. It looks a lot nicer than just the fading. At any rate, I'm glad you have someone to talk to you about everything with. It's nice, to say the least. I can imagine so. It looks like the conversation's starting to peter out. Anyway... Oh yeah, I'll let you go now. I wouldn't want to interrupt you and Natsuki for too long after all. It's no bother, really. It's fine. See you, Yuri. Goodbye, CEFG. Right as I tap the end call button, the doorbell rings. Perfect timing. Oh, the Sayori theme! Yay! I haven't heard this one in a minute. Pulling open the door, I'm greeted by the bright smile of a tousled-haired girl. Hey, Sayori!
Hi, CEFG! It's been a while since I've come over.
Has it?
I don't know, but it feels like it.
Sayori suddenly sniffs the air.
Ooh, is that home-cooked food I smell?
You betcha. Let's get in and dig into the food before it gets cold.
Gochisousama deshita!
I've been taking Japanese again. By the way, I haven't posted the schedule yet. I'm going to post it in the Discord tomorrow and on Twitch. But tomorrow, there is going to be... I decided this without asking everyone once again, as per usual. But there's going to be a Duolingo stream tomorrow. We're going to do a Japanese learning stream. Because I'm, in case you haven't heard the news, I'm back into studying Japanese again on Duolingo. It's fun. It's a good time. I'm choosing not to put so much effort into it this time. I'm just doing it casually. Well, casually for me. Yeah. So tomorrow, I'm specifically like, because I need to go over like some old stuff again. I'm specifically starting from like my beginning lessons, so that we can all learn together. What time? Same time. 12 p.m. EDT, Eastern Daytime. Don't forget, it's daylight saving time over here in the West, in America. So everything's an hour off now. Oops. But anyway, yeah, back to the game. That's happening tomorrow. Just because my sister is gonna have a friend over, possibly, and I have to watch her, so I feel like Duolingo is a much more chill stream to do. All right, I watch amusedly as Sayori shoves some rice into her mouth. Sayori, is this your last meal or something? And she swallows with some difficulty before speaking.
Meanie, I just haven't had your mom's cooking in such a long time.
It's the C word time. I'm hesitant to say that word. Friend over? My sister goes to school, all right, and she has a class with this person. And the way school is working in America right now, I'm not sure if this is how it's working everywhere. The way school is working right now is that all the classes are a lot smaller, and the kids everyone only ever interacts with the kids from their group, from their class. So that we know this person's clean, we know that everyone over here is clean. She's been over before, it's fine. Just to assuage any concerns.
Did she put something in the rice, by the way?
Ah, yeah, I put in a bit of sesame oil. It's something I picked up from Yuri. Have you been tested? No, but I haven't been outside for a year. So I'm okay. Like, trust me, everyone in our house is fine. No one's had it, no one's gotten it.
Really makes the rice that much more flavorful. I think I'm gonna start doing it.
Just be careful about adding too much. You don't want to have too much oil in your diet, especially with your current habits. Good, then I can come over. I don't know anything about you, Carlix, and your social life. I'm a very safe person to be around, like, virus-wise, just because, like, I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything besides stream all day and work on stream stuff all day and then watch YouTube most of the rest of the time. I ain't weird. I promise. Don't worry, I'm totally safe. You can definitely trust me by the sound. Can't you tell by the sound of my voice? I'm a very trustworthy guy. Would you like to buy some bootleg DVDs? He just opens the trench coat. I'm super trustworthy. Trust me. You know you can trust me because I'm being very honest with you. These aren't real DVDs. They are bootleg. I made them in my basement. Made them out of duct tape and plastic. Don't worry, they totally work. I've just created a new character out of nowhere. I don't know what to call him though now. I guess like Shady Dude? I'm gonna make a stream marker so I remember this. That's going on the list of stupid characters for sure. Drug addict. Not drug addict. I'm trying to be a little more clean with my humor lately. Boy, Hoi, I'm Temmie, and this my friend Temmie. Hoi, Dark Sidebot. Welcome. You missed some shiz, my guy. How much do you know about this mod? Maybe this is working. Hang on. Please work, Cloudbot. Yes, someone got the reference. No, I'm not talking about the Undertale reference. I'm talking about what we're playing. This is Doki Doki Blue Skies. It's a mod of Literature Club. Because I think we're getting very close to the end, and so we're really ahead. I just want to know how much I need to recap if a recap is needed. Anyway, while we wait for that answer.
Hey, what do you mean by my current habits?
You know, your junk food addiction.
What? I do not have a junk food addiction.
Do too. I've seen the wrappers in your bag.
What about your bag, huh? It's always stuffed full of bread wrappers.
Okay, you got me there.
Sayori 1, CEFG 0.
Why don't I have any points? Shouldn't it be like Sayori 1, CEFG 1? Sayori sticks her tongue out at me, causing me to chuckle. Man, we should start eating lunch together again. It's always a laugh with you.
I do try my best.
Anytime the music cuts out, I get scared. Suddenly, I'm reminded of what she said yesterday. Do you?
Huh? Do I what?
Honestly, I'm not sure if she's genuinely confused or faking it to avoid confrontation. Do you always try to make me laugh? Well, not just me, but everyone in general, too.
I guess so. Why wouldn't I want to see my friends laugh?
Sayori, you know what I mean. Are you happy with yourself, Sayori? And now, let me read that again. Are you happy yourself, Sayori? I know you're always trying to make others happy, but from what you said yesterday... Well, sounds like you might be putting on a bit of a mask. Where have you been? At the troubled look on Sayori's face, I hasten to clarify myself. Not to imply that you're always faking your personality or anything. I just mean that you might be acting happier than you feel. Well, I guess that's basically what you said yesterday, right? When the imposter is sus. Yep. Seriously, I don't know how it ever occurred to me to ask about your own happiness. To be honest, I think I took you for granted, and for that, I'm sorry.
CEFG. You don't have to apologize to me every time we meet up again.
It's time to revive the extended Sam Sampson universe. Hey, CD. I wonder how many people actually know about that. So I'm trying to get into a habit of not talking about personal life too much. To avoid doxing myself and others. So real quick, I noticed an emotional moment, but I'll pause it for just a second. For anyone who doesn't know, if you don't know what the extended Sam Sampson universe is, go on my YouTube channel and find a video called Burger Gauntlet. It shouldn't be too hard. It shouldn't be too... Phil has been playing it for his students. Oh, that makes me so happy. That makes me so happy. I had a friend in college, I won't say his name, but he had this character named Sam Sampson that he used for like a project that he did in one of his courses. And then when we were in a course together, a class with all girls too, hey. When we needed to make a commercial, a promo for a course that we were doing together, I asked him if he wanted to collaborate with me, and because, you know, I hadn't done any like collabs with anyone in that course yet, and I wanted to and I figured doing it with him would be fun. And plus I had an idea for the Burger Gauntlet that I needed to, it had to happen. And he was like, oh, I actually have Sam Sampson, the perfect character to add to that. It's like exactly what you're looking for. And I'm like, perfect. And now his character Sam Sampson is just becoming just like, he now has lore. It's incredible. Oh, I need to talk to Drew again. There was I just ruined it. Fine, his name is Drew. He has a YouTube channel, so I'm pretty sure I've talked about him before. I need to talk to Drew again though, because there was a point in time when I wanted to see if Drew would co-host with me on streams and stuff, but it just kind of fell through because Drew needed equipment and I didn't have money to get it for him. Our friend has begun making videos again. Well, damn it, you spoiled it. His YouTube channel has his name in it. So, I mean... Yeah. Yeah, it's when I stop... Once the conversation gets going and I stop thinking about it, then it all goes wrong. I'll have to look at that, though. I should still be subscribed. If he's making videos, I should have them in my feed. They must not be showing up for some reason. I'll have to go looking for him. If he's making more videos, I'm excited to see. I love that dude. Maybe we can do something together again. That'd be fun. All right, anyway, back to this. Back to this emotional moment. Let's refresh here. To be honest, I think I took it for granted. And for that, I'm sorry.
CEFG, you don't have to apologize to me every time we meet up again.
Shoot, I really have been doing that, haven't I?
It's okay. I don't mind it too much.
So you do mind it at least a little bit, then? Looks like Sayori accidentally let too much slip out. She looks down at her food, poking bits of vegetables around with her chopsticks. If you're not comfortable with it, you don't have to talk about it.
No, it's just that... I don't know.
Her chopsticks stabbed through a carrot, grinding it down into mush. Into mush. Accents are hard, especially when you're trying to make them as believable as possible. Sayori, it's okay for you to talk to me about your problems. God knows I've told you about too many of mine over the years. It in no way burdens me. In fact, I want to hear about things that bother you because I want to try to help you as a friend. At the end of the day, you don't have to if you don't want to, but just know that I'm here to listen.
Thanks, FG. You're really good at comforting people, you know.
Only sometimes. A slow sigh escapes from Sayori's lips.
Well, you're right. Sometimes I feel like I give so much to myself, but I don't get anything in return. But then I realize that I'm selfish, and that I shouldn't be looking at my relationships as if they were transactional.
Sayori, it's perfectly fine to feel bad about being taken for granted. Relationships are a two-way street, right? Both sides should be putting in just as much work in the friendship. It's totally normal to feel unhappy or dissatisfied, too. No one can be happy 24/7.
I guess so.
There's a brief silence as Sayori anxiously twists the chopsticks around in her hands. I get so focused on pronouncing everything right with the English accent that it's just like, it's really quiet. It gets extremely quiet. I'm gonna stop thinking about it too hard.
All I want to do is see others be happy. But why can't I be happy too?
Sayori. I don't know to what extent Sayori's unhappy, but I also kind of feel like I shouldn't pry. Is there anything I can do to help? I don't want to see you faking your smile. I want to see you genuine grin from when we were kids. Although it's not like I can really tell when she's faking it. Sayori smiles wryly at me.
To be honest, I don't know if you can help or not. I think just offering support is good enough for now.
Are you sure? I feel like I should be doing more.
It's alright, CEFG. Besides, I've been relying on Monica for help too, you know.
Oh yeah, I remember you mentioning that. I didn't know that we were that close to Monica, by the way.
Well, we weren't too close in the beginning, but we started to hang out more in the club as time went on. And you know how perceptive Monica can be. She kind of noticed when I was feeling off.
Damn, and I couldn't.
So I ended up talking to her about it. And that's about it.
Well, I'm glad she was there for you at least.
Yeah, I'll have to admit that it did feel good being able to finally voice my inner thoughts.
I can imagine so. A quiet lull falls between us. It's not an uncomfortable one, though. It's more like a moment where we can both stay lost in our own thoughts. Sayori slowly starts nibbling out her food again, and I end up following suit. Despite the silence, I'm still enjoying her presence, though. And so, Sayori stole my bread!
Isn't she the class rep?
Yeah, but I guess that's not something that'll stop her. The dishes have long been cleared away, leaving us to chat away at the kitchen table just like old times. I'm proud to note that I've been able to make Sayori cry with laughter more than once in these few hours. I'm gonna try that again. I'm proud to note that I've been able to make Sayori cry with laughter more than once in these few hours that we've been together. My own stomach aches with laughter as well. Looks like my arms are getting a good workout.
I wish I were in your class. It sounds like so much fun.
It's mostly Shuri and Emmy who get into wacky hijinks. We're lucky that Sakura is such a chill teacher. Doesn't your class ever have funny moments?
Kinda. Our class rep is sort of strict though, so he stops us from messing around too much.
Man, that must suck. Speaking of class, have you finished your summer homework yet?
CEFG, you're so funny. Have you started on it yet?
No.
Exactly!
Fair point. We're probably gonna end up panicking together at the last minute and rushing to finish it the day before school starts.
Probably. Well, I might not need to do my homework today, but I actually have some chores I need to finish.
So, in other words, you're going to abandon me for now.
It sounds so sad when you say it like that.
That's because it's a tragedy, Sayori.
Oh, you're just being a drama queen.
I put my hand to my heart, feigning offense.
Seriously though, my parents are gonna get really mad if I don't finish them by today. I've been putting them off for a while.
Isn't it really your fault then?
Hey, if you say it like that.
But it's true, isn't it?
Jeez, I'm just gonna leave then.
Putting on a pout, Sayori starts gathering up her things and heading to the door. Don't let the door hit you on the way out!
Bye, CEFG.
And in a moment, I'm alone again. I feel like that ended on a weird note. Honestly, I'm kind of proud of myself for being able to talk so openly with people about these issues. Don't get a big head now, CEFG. But it's been nice talking to Sayori about both serious and silly matters. There's definitely a lot more going on with her than what may appear on the surface. Man, I really need to start hanging out with her more again. Although I still have to attend to my beloved girlfriend too. Even my own thoughts have grown cheesy. Whatever, let's just send a quick text to see how Yuri's doing. Boop. Still out with Nat? I only have to wait about a half a minute before I get a reply. Boy, am I glad that Yuri's a fast replier. Opening up my messaging app, I'm greeted by a blurry picture of what appears to be Yuri and Natsuki? Seems like Natsuki wanted to take the picture, but Yuri was too camera shy about to want to. Aww, I love this. This is great. I love that. That's great. It's such a good picture, actually. I might have to screen cap that for my own phone. Classic Natsuki and Yuri. Sorry, that was Nat. Oh, no, it's cool. As I examined the picture more closely, I noticed a wrought iron fence behind them. Are you at the cemetery? Yes, I wanted to show Nat my parents' graves. Dang, that must have been a pretty heavy visit. Well, as it turned out, she'd had some business there too. So we both ended up having a heart-to-heart there. Oh, that's nice. I'm seriously glad that you can talk to Nat about it. Me too. We actually talked quite a bit about our family situations. Apparently she's not too close to her father. Oh, I see. Well, don't let me ruin the fun. Make sure you get home safe later. Thanks, Nat's going to walk me home, so... Well, then you'll definitely be safe. Nat's an animal. That's true. Okay, see ya then. See ya. If anyone tries to do anything to them, Nat will just make them feel so awful that they'll leave in tears. Tiny penis, tiny penis. Nat's vicious. Wow, Yuri actually used text speak. I chuckled at myself as I put down my phone. Leaning back in my chair, I rubbed my eyes. I didn't actually do anything today, but somehow I still feel like I was productive. It's probably because I was able to both talk to Sayori about her inner feelings and check up on Yuri. And as it turned out, both of them seemed to have pretty solid support groups at the moment. Anyhow, it's definitely good to have a reminder that I shouldn't develop some kind of savior complex. After all, it's not like everyone's lives revolve around me. Or do they? Ha, I'm hilarious. Nice. This feels weird. Like, I can't tell if we're coming up on the end of the game or not. How many times have we all gone out together this summer?
Oh, come on, CEFG. We haven't hung out that often.
It probably just feels that way to him because he never comes out of his nasty gamer cave. Hey, that's uncalled for. Yuri, isn't it true? Well... Yuri, you're supposed to be on my side!
If Yuri's not supporting you, then you're definitely in the wrong.
What? How am I in the wrong?
You heard us, CEFG.
It's always the worst when everyone teases me at once. I think you mean it's the best. Right. By the way, Natsuki, where's that tea place you're always talking about again? Natsuki perks right up when she hears the word tea. You mean Heartful Tea? Have we been there before? Hydrate! Hydrate! I thought about dunking that right in my face, but decided against it. There's a microphone right next to me, and I want to destroy it.
Yeah, but it was just Natsuki, you and I who went there.
Wow, so you guys excluded Yuri and me, huh?
Not on purpose, you guys were busy.
Only joking. So where is this fabled tea place?
It's actually not that far. We should totally go. What kind of tea? Well, it's a modern cafe, so it specializes in boba. Drink water, good for you. A fleeting look of consternation passes over Yuri's face. But I've heard that they also serve really good traditional teas. Oh? Yeah, I was surprised when I heard about it too, but apparently the reviews say it's legit. Either way, I think you should at least try the boba though. Have you ever had any? I don't think so. What? Then what are we waiting for? Let's go! How could such a tiny girl move so quickly? It's just that you're out of shape, and now you're all sweaty and gross. Natsuki, we all are. You dragged us here at a jogging pace. That's clearly an exaggeration.
Hey, we're actually kind of walking fast. You were making your way downtown, walking fast. But not because it was cold out, it's summer.
Okay, why don't you guys look over the menu while you catch your breath then?
Is this a cafe from Natsuki's route? Yeah, it is. That sounds good to me.
Come on, Yuri, let me show you my favorites. Natsuki grabs Yuri's hand and leads her over to the menu, happily chatting away. They've seriously grown close over the summer. I wonder if Yuri would consider Natsuki her best friend. Aw, it makes me happy. Seeing them be friends is so nice, because, like, it's such a nice change of pace from being at each other's throats all the time and hating each other. Keep the money or donate the money. Deleting that for reasons. Because spoils.
Let's say Natsuki's about to steal your girlfriend away from you, CEFG.
Is Monica a mind reader? They'd totally be incompatible as a couple.
Or would they?
I guess you have some competition now.
Where's this conversation even going? Soon enough, we're all sitting outside with plastic cups in hand. Just pretend. So, what do you guys think? Of the drinks, I mean. Still as good as I remember it.
Same here.
I can see why you come here so often, Natsuki. This is definitely one of the better boba places around here, the area.
I know, right? And that's why my taste is undoubtedly the best. Don't get too smug now. What about you, Yuri? How's your drink? Unlike the rest of us, Yuri opted... Yuri opted to order hot, traditionally made green tea. It's actually quite good. Much better than I would have expected from... From a place that doesn't specialize in traditional tea. I'm not really into that, so I guess I wouldn't really know. But you should still try some actual boba. Here, you can have some of mine. Natsuki hands her drink to Yuri, fending off Yuri's weak protests. Tentatively, Yuri takes a sip. Her eyes widen in surprise as she drinks, and she takes a moment to chew on the boba before giving her verdict. That's really good. Oh no, I'm becoming a basic white girl. It's sweet, but not too sweet. The light citrus undernotes cut through the sweetness. The actual tapioca balls add some interesting texture as well. They're quite chewy, but not in a bad way. Ha! Told you you'd like it!
Great analysis, not sweet. Great analysis, not sweet. Great analysis, Natsuki's drink, Yuri.
That was pretentious of me, wasn't it? No, that was fine. I'd say that shows how much you actually like it. I suppose so.
Okay, everyone. I have a great idea. How about we write a poetry about food?
Monica! Please don't add any extra homework to our summer vacation.
I agree with that. Can we save it until school starts again?
You guys haven't even started on some of the homework yet, have you?
No.
Of course.
Let's talk about something else.
I concur! And yes, spoilers. Calling it spoilers is spoilers, though, so we can't discuss it. A few hours later, Yuri and I are waving goodbye to Sayori in front of my house. I can't believe you almost drank all of Natsuki's drink. I told you I had a sweet tooth. Don't worry, it was super cute. Yuri blushes and looks down. As usual, she's bad at taking compliments. Come on, let's head inside. We're home! Sorry. I was trying to think of the Japanese word, but I give up. Sorry for the intrusion. Mama Splits! Welcome back, you two. How'd your day go? That was pretty fun. We just walked around town with the others. Yuri here found a new favorite drink, too. Oh, really? What is it? Boba? Oh, I remember drinking that all the time as a university student. We'll have to go get some together sometime. That sounds lovely. I'll be looking forward to it. Although Yuri's still pretty formal with my mom, it's clear that she's warmed up to her. If only Yuri got rid of a sense of propriety. Hey, you want to come to my room for a bit? Another blush rises on Yuri's cheeks as she darts a glance at Mom. Oh, sure. Don't worry, I'm not going to intrude on your couple time. Just don't forget to come down to help with dinner. I'm just going to learn a new recipe from you, Yuri. I'm just dying to learn a new recipe from you, Yuri. That was the line. I won't be late. Oh my god. I think this is the end, guys. Like, actually. Just based on this music. Phew, now that we're alone in my room, we can talk freely. So, how have things been? In terms of your mental health? Getting straight to the point, I see. Better than being around the bush, right? That's true. At this point, it does make me feel less awkward about it when you're straightforward. It's been going well. There's a shy smile wavering on Yuri's face. And that's good to hear. Have you self-harmed lately? I squeeze her hand as I ask the question. It's still hard for her to talk about it, but we've both gotten a lot more used to discussing these topics. Not this week. Yuri, that's great! Sorry, I can't think of anything else to say that can express my happiness. To make up for my lack of words, I opt to kiss Yuri on the cheek. She responds by leaning her head against me. Once again, I'm hit by the scent of lavender shampoo. Oh, this is definitely a good ending. Thank you. Don't get your hopes too high, though. I still have urges, just less frequently. Still, that's seriously good news. I threw you a one-week clean party, but I know how much you dislike parties. You know me well. I swear, I should have never let Natsuki teach the art of sarcasm. That was supposed to be sarcastic, hold on. You know me well. I don't know how to be sarcastic in Yuri's voice. It just feels foreign. Also, the music was way too loud there. I'm sorry, y'all. Now you know how I felt in the beginning, when I could never tell you whether you were sarcastic or not. Yuri sighs a little in contentment. I'm glad I met you. I'm glad I met you too. CEFG, I'm being serious here. I am too! I just can't stop grinning because you're with me. CEFG. She links our hands together, our fingers sliding together into a familiar embrace. This may sound completely and utterly trite, but... Well, I believe that you can thank happy memories for my improved mental state. Huh? Really? Don't tell me you're talking about the power of love or something like that. No, that'd be quite silly. What I mean is that thinking back to all the happy memories I've shared with loved ones has helped distract me from my urges. Well, just distractions in general can serve to starve off the pain, in my experience. Reading has definitely helped throughout the years, although I do find it particularly enjoyable when I can look forward to discussing my thoughts on a novel with someone. And I'm happy to provide a listening ear to your analyses, as you should be. I've also been trying out some techniques that we researched together. We did the research! We did it! Oh, you mean things like using a cold spoon to stimulate a cut? Yes, they don't always work, but I suppose they help at least a little bit. But in the end, I believe having recent happy memories was the most influential in assuaging my impulses. You already know this, but before I opened up so much, I was much more pessimistic as a person. Honestly speaking, I thought that everyone else only tolerated my presence at most. Well, before I truly got to know them and their real feelings. I'd actually be genuinely surprised every time someone expressed a desire to keep me around. But now you know that everyone does want you around, right? Yes, I suppose so. All these memories I have of everyone laughing together has helped me to recognize that. Monica, Sayori, Natsuki, and you. Everyone's been so good to me. This is another one of those rare times where Yuri can't find the right words for her sentiments. Club's truly been life-changing for both of us, huh? You could say that again. Hell, it even made me start writing poetry. By the way, Tanabata is a few weeks away. Tanabata. That's the festival in July where people write their wishes in the form of poetry on small pieces of paper and hang them on bamboo. I can see why Yuri was suddenly reminded of it. Oh yeah, they hold the festival nearby, don't they? Would you like to go together? That'd be lovely. I always found the legend behind Tanabata romantic. A pair of lovers separated by the Milky Way except for the one day that the festival falls on. Kind of a sad story though, isn't it? Yes, but I always found the bittersweet stories the most touching. Oh, speaking of poetry. I'd nearly forgotten about the poem I'd written for Yuri so long ago. However, oh yeah, that's right, we wrote a poem for Yuri like a long-ass time ago. When Yuri was absent from school. We spent club time just writing poems, and so we wrote one specifically for Yuri. I forgot about that. However, I hadn't found a good time to give it to her. Until now, that is. Oh, hold on, I have a surprise for you. Hopefully I didn't lose it. I rummaged through my desk drawer and breathed a sigh of relief once I spot the page I wrote on. And here, I wrote a poem for you a while back. It was after a Valentine's date, so I guess I was feeling some residual mushiness. Oh, we get to read it too! This is the first time we've ever seen protagonist's handwriting. Sunset Sweet. In the night I miss the sun. I think of you, the only one. To make me feel the way I felt that love day. To make me feel the way I felt that love-filled day. Our gazes that met at that spring sunset made a slow-burning fire rise up ever higher. The warmth of your lips was oh so sweet, a memory with which none can compete. CEFG, thank you. I can't believe you wrote this for me. Well, I did write a poem for you basically a week after I met you, so you could definitely believe it. You know what I mean. She gently caresses my face with her hands. It's as small and dainty as ever. Spontaneously, we simultaneously lean in and kiss for moments that last an eternity. I don't want to stop when we break apart, but Yuri's the one who pulls away. Oh, we should really be helping your mother in the kitchen by now. Can we spend a little more time up here first? CEFG, we promised her that we'd help. Come along now. Oh. Damn, why couldn't Yuri have learned to slack off from me? Oh well, I guess that's one of the reasons why she's so endearing to me. Smiling through a sigh, I get off the bed and join her in heading downstairs. That's not the end. There's still more. I feel it in my bones, though. We're getting close. Wait, no, wait. Whoa! This is new. We're in a speeding car. So are you too excited for the festival? Mom, slow down! You're going way too fast! I remember writing wishes for Tanabata with my friends. I wish you would slow the fuck down! They just get into a corner and just like, Tokyo Drift. It's like, I haven't gone to the festival in a while. Yuri, how are you not reacting to any of this? We're going 100 miles an hour! Kilometers! Not since my parents were still alive, that is. Oh, no, okay, no more joke. It's serious time now. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, America. Back to serious time. Mom glances in the rearview mirror to meet Yuri's eyes for a moment. I hope you'll be able to do the memories justice by having a good time today, then. I'm sure we will. 100 kilometers an hour isn't a lot. Okay, I just don't have a sense of scale. I don't know how to convert the units because I'm bad at math. As Mom and Yuri chat, I find myself lulled into a dazed, half-asleep state by the sound of the car engine. I get in the car tired too. Does anyone else fall asleep in the car? I always fall asleep in the car. Especially if it's a long car ride. I don't know why, I get lulled to sleep. The fact that Mom knows about Yuri's parents is a mark of how far the relationship has come. They've definitely come a lot closer. I'm sure that Mom already sees Yuri as a kind of daughter. On the wheel? No, not on the wheel. Just like if I'm riding in the car. If I'm riding in the car, I fall asleep. Not at the wheel, you insane. If I fell asleep while driving all the time, that'd be a serious problem. Yuri certainly comes around to my house enough these days for Mom to see her that way. I can only hope that Yuri's come to see her as a mother figure too. Thank God. Was that an actual concern? Shouldn't have been. The streetlights outside blur by in pale golden streaks as we drive through the neighborhood, going way too fast. It's a good thing my mom's still able to work at home. Otherwise, Yuri and I would be walking outside in the cold. Oh, so Mom's at home? Mom's working at home now? Ah, that's nice. That makes you happy. CEFG! Didn't yours calling you? We're here. Oh, right. Sorry, I was falling asleep there. This should wake you up then. Spoon! Mom opens the car door, it causing me to immediately get blasted by a gust of cold night air. I'm instantly sent shivering. I guess that was as effective a way to wake me up as any. Jeez, it's freaking cold out! We did tell you to bring a jacket, you know. I thought you guys were exaggerating! You know what they say about assumptions. They're rude. Okay, save the lecture for when we get back home, please. I suppose we better get going then. Stay safe, you two, and have lots of fun for me. Oh, bring me back some spoons. Sure thing, Mom. She mad. She's not mad. We shut the car doors, and after waving goodbye, we left alone at the entrance to the festival. The bright lights of the festival starkly contrast the darkness of the streets we'd just been driving through. What's ordinarily a plain city street is now transformed by a multitude of colorful stalls and tables decked out overhead by glowing lanterns. Crowds of people from all ages mill about, chattering and yelling away happily to create a cacophony of noise. As we step into the throngs, the temperature difference is instantly noticeable. She mad, the spoon lady. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Here, the party heats dozens of people along with the heat from the food stoves warm up the night. Heavenly smells of frying foods waft through the air, causing my stomach to gurgle expectantly. My stomach's gurgling right now. Oh man, are you hungry? A bit. Everything smells delectable. I'm definitely going to blow all my pocket money on food tonight. Good choice. You've been saving up for this for a while, haven't you? You bet I have. It's not every day that I get to indulge in this much junk food. Suddenly, I feel a tap on my shoulder. Eh? Hey!
Hey, CEFG, fancy meeting you here.
Yay, cool! Just hopping in on our date. Nice, that's great. That's awesome. Behind me stand Monica, Sayori, and Natsuki. It seems they've just arrived too.
What a coincidence! It's like fate! It's like we were meant, destined, to be the third, fourth, and fifth wheel in your date.
Well, this is a popular festival, so I don't doubt that we'll see other classmates as well tonight. I ran out of breath there. Shush! Don't ruin the magic, Yuri. We're the only ones allowed to third wheel. So you guys plan to come together too, huh?
Yep, Tanabata is a festival related to poetry after all, so I decided to make this into a club trip.
Hey, why didn't we get an invite then? Idiot, you already mentioned that you were going with Yuri before. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Yeah, which is exactly why we're here to third wheel. Read the room.
You and Yuri make such a great couple here. Be sure to take lots of pictures.
Thank you.
Come on, guys, let's not disturb these lovebirds any further.
See you later.
Don't worry, we'll be watching from the distance. Just out of sight. Sorry, I already know what I'm doing. I already know what the bit's gonna be for the rest of the stream. Oh, this is gonna be good. MC is wearing a suit. No, I wouldn't be wearing a suit. Not for this. The three girls soon disappear into the crowd, leaving Yuri and me alone again. Finally, no obstacles between myself and food. Man, I can't remember when I've had such good okonomiyaki. Okonomiyaki. The Japanese pancakes are bursting with umami, having been slathered in sauce and piled high with various toppings. How's your dango? Yuri, ever the sweet tooth, has been nibbling at a couple of sweet dumplings for a while now. They're exactly how I remember them as from when I was a child. I thought they would have messed with this classic of recipes that... I doubt they would have messed with as classic a recipe as regular old dango. You never know, there are lots of modern variations of foods these days. Swap food! Indirect kiss! I look over at Natsuki, watching from the distance. Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this. Eat like gopnik, pranik, sour cream, mayonnaise, kvass. I'll have to make a note of stuff to look it up later. Have you been looking up recipes again? Looks like I gotta. There's nothing wrong with variety. I know, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. I know, you never mean anything in a bad way. We make our way to the center of the plaza and settle down on the quiet bench together. There's rustling in the bushes behind us. Watch Life of Boris. Got it, okay. Various bamboo trees are set up before us, with quite a few decorations and festival wishes already hung up on the branches. The slender green stalks sway gently in the winds, rustling quietly as if whispering. CEFG, you don't know how thankful I am that I met you. Honestly speaking, you've changed my life for the better. I couldn't have asked for a better boyfriend. I can't believe how good of a person you are. Hold up, Yuri. You don't have to gush about me so much. I think you're giving me a bit, just like too much credit. But you have changed me. Well, I guess I did help some, but nothing would have mattered if you didn't decide to help yourself in the end. You're the one who put in so much effort to change. You're the one who decided to put it up to me. And for that reason, I am the one who's thankful that I got to meet such a wonderful and thoughtful girl. Plus, it wasn't just me who helped provide you happy memories either. The rest of the club too, right? Especially Natsuki? Yeah, that's right, don't forget me! Shh! Is that the Hudson River in the Empire State? No, we're in Japan. Yuri leans into me, idly fiddling with my sleeve. Oh my god, it's gonna happen. Shh! You know what? You're right. I did help myself. I've always been scared to think well of myself and to presume that I have the willpower to help myself. But in the end, I think that it's true. It's a bit frightening to think that I've actually come all this way. Well, frightening is the wrong word. Shocking, maybe? In the end, I suppose my support network helped me realize some things about myself, though. And because of all of you, I was able to identify my flaws and find the motivation to try to resolve them. You all treated me like a normal person. You didn't pity me or act like I was a fragile angel. Yuri, you're one of the strongest people I know. I'd never see you as someone to pity, and I'm sure the others feel the same. We totally... Shh! Okay, fine! To be honest, I don't know if I would have been able to go through the same stuff you have. Well, we grew up in totally different circumstances, so we wouldn't be able to tell. But knowing you, I think you would have been able to do it. And probably in less time than it took me, too. Hey, you're just taking just the right amount of time with this stuff, in my opinion. There's no use rushing something as delicate as this. I have faith in you, Yuri. I've seen how much time and effort you've put into changing, and I know how strong you are. CEFG. Yuri squeezes my hands in hers. You two should kiss! Kiss already! Shh! I totally can. I like to think they both know, but they're just gonna continue onward. Do you have the papers to write our wishes on? Yeah, right here. Do you know what you're going to write? I believe so. Don't peek. Wouldn't dream of it. We spend a few quiet moments scribbling down on wishes. I have to rack my brain for ideas before I settle on the perfect callback poem for Yuri. Do you want to see mine before I hang it up? Sure thing. Can you move the text box thing? Which one? The chat, you mean? Or the in-game text box, because I can right-click to remove it for a second. It might be a little late now, though. I apologize if I pass back by the thing you were looking at. My wish. No in-game box. Imagine like one of them just walks up to MC and is just like, dude, fucking kiss the girl already. It's been 20 minutes in pandering. Yuri and I have kissed several times already. It's fine. My wish. Standing under the bamboo, I gaze at the stars. They twinkle steadily, tiny beacons in the night. As I watch them, I fill with expectation, hope springing out from my heart as I yearn for understanding, wishing for a meeting of perspectives, a way to change the world. My heart wavers as I turn to look out. Yeah, I'll learn to read someday. My heart wavers as I turn to look at the ones around me, guiding stars, their paths align with mine, leading me onwards toward the distant dawn. I gather my courage, reaching out to them. Holding them close, I pray for this feeling to last. Yearning for the day I can accept this brilliance and make it my own, so that the star of my life might shine and light away in the dark. I thought I'd make a return to form and write this one in free verse. Yeah, I noticed that. It's a nice throwback. You always kept a preference for free verse, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Although rating and meter and rhyme are interesting exercises, I always felt most able to express my true self using free verse. Also, I'm guessing that you wrote about the stars because of the legend behind Tanabata? That's right. Well, I also thought that the stars looked beautiful tonight. But when I was thinking about it, my mind kept returning to the North Star for some reason. And it was then that I realized how fitting it would be to compare everyone in my life to guiding stars as a metaphor. Check settings. For what? What, you think we're gonna screw in the park? No. Poetic as always, Yuri. You know what? You're the star in my life. Oh! Yuri giggles shyly, softly taking hold of one of my hands. Thank you, CEFG. And yes, you were one of the foremost people in my thoughts. There were you, literature club members, your mother, my parents. Therapy? Wait, Yuri, you're going to therapy? I could cry right now. I could actually cry right now. Yes, I just decided to. I know that you've been advocating it all along, so... I wish I could fucking hug her right now, actually. I didn't even like her that much, and I just wanted to just like, yes! That's great news! Getting a professional opinion, that's gotta count for something, right? Now that I've learned how to fight my urges more effectively, I want to be able to stay clean for good. And I figured that I might as well try therapy out. It's not like it can make me any worse, right? That's a spirit! You know, for a time I actually thought you might have regretted telling me about everything. But I'm glad to know that I was dead wrong about that. I don't blame you for thinking that. Come on, you gotta give me some blame at least. I shouldn't have ever doubted you. Man, now my wish is gonna be terrible compared to yours. I doubt that I could make you as happy as yours made me. Well, you can let me be the judge of that. From me to you. It's summer, and the stars are out. I think of the future, and what this poem's about. I hope my friendships last much longer. I'd like to watch our bonds grow stronger. My days so far have been alright, but I'd like to help you, who's made my life seem so bright. I'll be by your side if you're ever lonely. Where others may falter, I swear to be your one and only. Even if you don't feel whole, I'll give you a piece of myself to soothe the pain of your weary soul. Because you're important to me. As fragile memories shatter like glass, so will we rebuild them together. And another year will come to pass. So, I believe it was at the beginning of Act 3. There's a poem along with the title card for the act that says, it talks about, I forget exactly what it says, but it's like, it says something along the lines of like, I spend so much time just trying to rebuild the world that's broken, something like that. And I feel like that this is like perfect. This has to be the end. This is the end. This has to be the end for sure. Oh, it was so corny. Would you just let us have our moment? Sorry. I was actually thinking the very first poem you ever showed me when I was writing this. I think it was titled Tumble, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, I remember that you wrote about missing a part of yourself and not being important. So I decided to write about how you're basically the most important part of my life now. CEFG, you actually remember my poems enough to include some of their motifs? How could I forget anything related to you? CEFG, I love you. And I love you too, Yuri. I gently cup Yuri's face in my hands and kiss her, savoring the slightly sweet taste of her lips. Oh! As we break away for air, Yuri speaks up. Hold on, we still need to hang up our wishes. We approach the bamboo tree together. The colorful stripes of paper bearing the hopes and dreams of dozens of people playfully twirl in the wind. Yuri beams up at me as we hang up our wishes side by side. They spin together, constantly brushing against each other as if connected. And they are connected. Connected in that our hopes for the future are intertwined with each other. I can't imagine a future without Yuri at this point. Despite everything that may have happened between us, despite all the baggage from our past weighing us down, we can find strength in each other. We can learn together, change together, grow together. And we can move on to the future together. Bravo. 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 All the credits have, no, the credits, I just noticed for the first time, the background in the credits is actually different depending on who you go for. I love that, that's cool. Oh no, maybe not, maybe it just changes over time and I'm just dumb. I don't know, but yeah, we did it, guys. That's the end. I did not think we would finish this game today. Let me just say that. I did not think we would finish today. This totally caught me off guard. But now that we're at the end, I'm wondering. Well, hang on. I'd like to give some thoughts on this game real quick. This mod, I have said many times before, Doki Doki Literature Club is my favorite game of all time. All right? And I like that game because you can look at it from a lot of different angles and analyze it in a lot of different ways. And it just makes it special, right? And I've come to find, honestly, that I think I like this mod even more. At the very least, I like it just as much. Even with like all the grammar errors and like all the weird stuff, it's like, it really, it just adds so much to the story, so much to the characters, all these characters that I do care about so much. I mean, I don't even know where to start. It's just, this story is just really good. So you finally made it, huh? All 3 routes, all 3 good endings? I might cry. Back in February 2018, I never would have imagined that trying DDLC would have had such long-lasting ripples on my life. It's extremely cliched, but DDLC is perhaps the most influential game I've ever played. Not only did it finally give me the chance to try my hand at writing, a hobby I've always wanted to try, but it also gave me the opportunity to meet some wonderful people who I otherwise never would have had the chance to meet. More importantly, DDLC opened my eyes to the world of Japanese media. With 2 standouts, I think that says, with 2 standouts being Danganronpa and Katawa Shoujo. Dan taught me the important lesson of never judging a book by its cover. Working on this project for over 2 years was extremely difficult. The stress of keeping the entire project together was really pervasive. And I'd lie awake for many nights wondering if it would be worth it. In the end, I'm glad I pulled through. Partially because I wanted to prove to myself that I could stick to a new hobby, but also because I wanted to share my story in the hope that it would have a positive impact in someone's life. I really hope that you enjoyed delving back into the world of DDLC, and if this mod made you smile, if just for one person, then I think it's all been worth it. As a final goodbye, I'd just like to give anyone wanting to start writing a piece of advice. Just start. Cliched, tried and true, I know, but it's the most honest advice I could give you. You never know where it'll take you. I didn't know in February 2018, and I'm proud of where I am now. Sir Sans Swampert. P.S. to all my fellow devs and friends who kept up a continual stream of encouragement, thank you. The mod wouldn't be here without you guys. Or I went and take a shit and I missed the end of the game. Well, that's fine, because it's going to be on YouTube. Hello, and congrats on reaching all 3 good endings. Anime, manga, and visual novels have been passions of mine for my entire life. I grew up on Doraemon and Chibi Maruko-chan, and as the years passed, I explored every genre out there. Yes, I had the typical shoujo manga phase in middle school, and I'm even fangirled over yaoi and Yuri in high school. I've always loved the way these types of media have never been afraid to push the boundaries on their limitations. Despite technically being cartoons, anime and manga address serious concerns in adult matters. Oh, that's a semicolon. Okay. Address serious concerns in adult matters. They were able to utilize the art of their mediums to convey certain messages that cannot be conveyed through live action. As for visual novels, it amazes me that they can allow us to form such deep attachments to fictional characters. A well-written visual novel is wonderful in that it encourages you to actively empathize with the characters, to walk in their shoes so that you can make the appropriate choice when the time comes. Like you, as a player, I would have tried for all the good endings that Blue Skies included. And as someone who enjoys 100%ing visual novels, I would have felt awful, as I always do, when purposefully choosing the incorrect choices for the bad endings. My wish is that through Blue Skies, I have helped you feel the same way too. Even after the many sleepless nights spent hunched over my drawing tablet and squinting at countless pages of writing and code, I wouldn't change a thing about my experience with Blue Skies. It has introduced me to a singularly extraordinary, albeit sometimes fanatical, community, and to many incredible modders. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to make this mod. Without you, the player, I wouldn't have had a reason to undergo such a project, and for that, you have my sincere gratitude. Thank you for playing Doki Doki Blue Skies, and I hope you had fun doing so. See you, Space Cowboy. Kyoru... I don't know how to read that. Kyoryu... End. It's like, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it, chat. It's so good. It's so beautiful. All right. So, I would like to say a few things. First of all, we're not quite done with this game yet, because we still have all of the... I'll show you guys. If we go into the extras, we have some Monica scenes we can look at. So there will be another Doki Doki Blue Sky stream in the future. You know, we're not quite done yet. But I want to just take a moment to say that to the devs of this mod, thank you so goddamn much for making this mod. I absolutely adore this mod. Like, how many streams have we done just for this mod? Like, there's so many. This is like number 10. Let me see. Hang on. Let me pull up YouTube Studio on my other monitor. I gotta see. We should have a playlist for all of them. Yeah, this is stream number 33 for Blue Skies. I believe we spent how many streams on Natsuki's route? Like, so many. So many streams on Natsuki's route. Natsuki's route had one stream that was 5 hours long. It's insane. Yeah, I almost love this mod more than DDLC, actually. Because it beautifully manages to take the psychological element of Doki Doki Literature Club and imbue it into a visual novel. So it still feels like DDLC. It still screws with your head just like DDLC does. Without the horror. I follow because of Blue Skies. I think quite a few people did. Honestly. But yeah, this entire... The vanilla game is like a beautiful thing to me. And I think Blue Skies is just as good. I don't even consider Blue Skies to be a mod. I consider Blue Skies to be its own game. I'm sure you guys have heard me incorrectly call Blue Skies a game several times, all throughout this crazy journey we went on together. But it literally is like, I consider it in my mind to be its own game because of just how much work they put into it. It is both like the same as its vanilla counterpart, but also completely different all at the same time. I think that the mental illnesses were depicted in a way that felt very real. Along not just the mental illnesses, but also just all the issues the characters had. They were depicted in a way that felt very real. It felt very realistic. It made you care so much about the characters. It has the same slow burn effect that DDLC does as well, where you spend so much time with these characters and you get to really attach to them, and then they hit you with the freight train. And every time it's gut-wrenching. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. The love feels so real. I mean, I have not played very many visual novels myself, but I have seen a couple. I honestly feel like this is... Granted, this is like the first visual novel, one of the first visual novels I'm actually playing for myself. But like, I think this one might be my favorite. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Every time something went wrong, it really hurt me. It does. It hurt me too. And the thing is, I'm not a very like emotionally, like I'm not an emotional person. I actually struggle to feel emotion because, you know, autism is fun. But this game has made me cry on several occasions. Like not actually cry. It takes a lot to make me cry, but to get me to almost cry multiple times, you're doing something right if you can get that out of me. And considering what I'm going through right now in my own personal life, I feel all those feels. Yeah, this is a spoiler for Natsuki Route. I'll put my hand down when I'm done. But the first time you see Natsuki come through your door at 10 o'clock at night, and she's just beaten to shit. Just really messed up. And you're like, oh my god, are you okay? And you reach out to touch her. And then she just screams, don't touch me, and just pushes you away. And that hurt me inside so much. Because, you know, I've been in the relationship where I've had the girlfriend who, like, doesn't want me to touch her, and it hurts. It hurts so much. And yeah, that had a huge, like, that really got me. There were so many points in this game that got me. All right, put my hand down, no more spoilers. But yeah, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to begin to gush about my feelings on this game. But it's a good thing I don't have to gush too much because the game's not quite over yet. We still have these extras to go through. I'm going to save that for another stream. I'm debating today, though, if I want to announce the next thing that we're going to be doing after following Blue Skies, or if I want to save it for later. Do I want to tell you guys about the next visual novel that I found, that I have lined up, that we're going to be playing? Should I tell you guys? Do you guys want to know about it? You guys want to know what's coming down the pipeline? Sure. Better be good. There exists a visual novel out there in the universe that has the potential to maybe even be better than Doki Doki Literature Club, better than even Blue Skies. Have y'all heard? No, we've already played Helltaker once. That's not a visual novel, that's a puzzle game. But have you all heard of a little visual novel called I Love You, Colonel Sanders. It's a work of art. Look at him. Look at him. I skipped ahead. Hold on. Look at him. That's the Colonel. Yeah. We're going to be playing this next. This is going to be the next visual novel because I needed a free-to-play visual novel, and this was the first one that came to my mind. So I'm sure a lot of people have seen the Game Grumps at least start it. That's where I discovered it too. But they didn't finish it. They immediately got bad end. And I want to see where it goes. And plus, I get to voice the Colonel. So that'll be fun. I'll have to practice a Colonel voice now. But yeah, that's not going to be right away. That might start maybe on, maybe like a Saturday, maybe. Because we're not playing Blue Skies now. I don't know, actually. It depends on what the Monica things are like. I would have to look. But yeah, once we finish the Monica extras, we will be starting our playthrough of the Colonel Sanders dating sim. It's gonna be just dumb. It's gonna be a stupid, dumb, good time. So yeah, I hope everyone's looking forward to that. But yeah, this has been Blue Skies. If you are really interested in this mod, once again, I know he just did everything there is to do in this game just about, but if you want to play it for yourself, I encourage it. BlueSkiesMod.com, go get it. Make sure, don't forget the base game from DDLC.moe, or you can find it on Steam. Both are free. And also, let me pull up Discord real quick. I don't know that I've ever plugged this in a stream before. But let me see if there's an invite here. There is a Doki Doki Blue Skies Discord server, like an official Discord server. I don't know what the invite is, though. Right here, I got it. Copy link. Here you go. There's an invite to the Blue Skies Discord for anyone who wants to go look at that. If I remember, I'll try to put it in the description of the VOD as well. But yeah, this has been a crazy journey. Again, thank you so much to the devs for making this mod. I love this mod. I adore this mod. If I didn't have other things to do in life, I would probably go for all of the endings. But unfortunately, I don't know that I'm crazy enough. I really enjoy this. What was I here for? You were here for good times. Yep, and honestly, getting to go on it with all of you made it even more special. Because if I just played this for myself, I would have just been sitting in my room alone, just reading it in my head and not doing funny voices. But the voices and the gags made it so much better. Just in every way, in every conceivable way. So thank you all so much. Whether you came here, whether you've been here for the entire time, or you just came for like 5 seconds, we're like, nope, and just weren't feeling it, left. Thank you for hanging out with me the whole time. I really appreciate it. Wow, this has been a journey. Okay, I have to pee, so I'm gonna head out of here. I will find someone to host who is playing DDLC. Last time we found someone who was actually playing Blue Skies. Hopefully we can do that again. That would be nice. But yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow at 12 for Duolingo. Not hosting Tommy in it. It's not happening. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Japanese Duolingo. It'll be a fun time. Stay awesome, everybody. I love you all. And I love this mod. This mod is great. Goodbye.